Welcome back. We are in game number 2 of the Eagles franchise, year 1, and we made some final updates. Hopefully, this is the build that does it, that gets us out of the gate here and onto the public side. I did add from last time, I wanted to make sure that when you come in here, it actually defaults to your team's conference, where before it would come into the Eastern every time. But now when you come in, which I like, it'll show you your conference first. So I did that, and let's go ahead and get to it and start playing games. We are in a tie for first in our division, and the uh, the league's going. So if we look at the playoff picture, I know it's super early. It's not really going to show anything great because there's too many teams with the same record. But you can get a close look here as the things go on. I do notice on the left there that there's a missing team. Maybe that's because it's too early. I don't know what that is. Something to keep an eye on. That might be a bug, but that's interesting that that's there. Um, but we'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and play our game. Actually, before we do that, we did buy a facility last time. Let's just double check that to make sure. Yeah, we bought a hot dog stand. So it takes 1 year to build. So we're going to need to wait for that and see how that works, but that should increase my income levels, and we should be good to go. If we look at our team week to week, um, it's hard to really tell what your players are doing from week to week. You can No, we don't want to do that. We can go to our roster and we can take a look and kind of get an idea from this. I know my kicker was mad last time. He looks upset still. His morale's at 21. So that's something to keep an eye on. But you can once you get to know your players, you're going to be able to see kind of where they fluctuate from week to week. And then you can also look at your roster sheet to look at your overall chemistry. And that should kind of help things. So I don't want to quit. I want to play my next game and get on the field. How are these uniforms? This isn't bad. My settings, I did change them to 7 quarters and then 11-minute sim quarters because I felt like the sim was a little bit lower than I wanted. Um, but other than that, settings are pretty much the same. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, hopefully this is the last build. I don't know what's going on with that playoff picture. I'm going to have to take a look at that. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Speaking of which, I need to make a quick copy of this um, career folder, because if I don't, then I'll lose that spot and I can't really debug it easily. All right, so let's go ahead and get some gameplay going. We're playing at home, and it looks like a pretty clear day, so I like that. Get this mouse out of here. I don't know if the mouse should be shown in the game. I have it shown there because you can hide the mouse cursor, and I set it to where you can actually see it in the game. Um, Really, I think it has to do with when I'm moving the screen around, I kind of want to see my mouse. But it does get annoying when you're doing videos like this and you see the cursor in the way. Although I think what I can do is not capture cursor. So there we go. Yeah, that fixed it. So never mind, we're good. All right, my kicker still is no good, so I'm gonna have to do a good kick here and get my timing down. Not bad. There we go. Let me bump this volume up a little bit. Seems like it's kind of low. All right, so I like to go with formations. Kind of helps me look at if you look at the bottom left, you'll see their package. So they're coming out with 3 running backs. I think they're going to run the ball. So one thing I did with this update is I made the line not as powerful. Oh, great. Man, that was a good route he took. What I was saying was the line, not the line itself, but the swatting, the ball swatting. Like when you throw the ball, you know, they usually swat the ball a lot of times, and I changed that, so I don't want to see that often. But I did it. It's a very minor tweak, so it may or may not show up on the field. That's why we're play testing, because we want to really get an idea of what. Man, these running backs are pretty good. Let's take a look at their running backs because they seem like they're not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Man, our running backs morale went down. Why is it going down? It should be going up. We're winning. I don't like to see that. And this guy, he's slower, but he's got a better skill. So you're also going to want to come in here, which I didn't do. You're going to want to come in here and Skinner did well last time. Let's keep Skinner on top. You're going to want to come into your depth chart every week, which I skipped that. I missed that. And you're going to want to check out your players because depending on their morale, it does change their skill level. So you're going to want to take a look at that just to make sure you're looking nice. So like in this case, I'm going to switch these guys around a little bit because this guy's not feeling too well. Other than that, it looks pretty solid. I want to get my morale up because the better your morale is, the better your guys play. So that'll be a good thing. All right, they're coming out with another running formation, but you know, we'll see what they do. Not that time. Not that time. One thing I think might need a little bit of bump is when you hit the player, maybe because the screen's not shaking. When you make a tackle, I feel like the controller needs to vibrate a little more, but I need to kind of pay attention to that. Oh man, that ball got knocked down 10 times. All right, we got it. I'm going to turn off this ticker here just because it's kind of getting in my way. Visually, I keep looking at it. All right, so we got to stop. That's good. For some reason, the volume on the... Oh, I think I know why. It's because my volume's not that high. Hold on a second. Let me turn my volume up a little bit. There we go. That's better. And then let me press pause before I go too crazy. And now I'm probably gonna need to bring the volume down just a tad. All right, let me get a play going here. I'm gonna go outside run, counter lead. See if we can get this running game going. All right, good block. Let's go. Let's go. If you try to dodge with your left stick, it kind of works. Ooh, knocked my helmet off. Volume might be a little bit too high now. That's better. So that was a good play. Nice to see. But he should be out now. He's probably gassed. I can't tell. There we go. All right. Finally getting my ball carrier moves. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to practice. You're going to have to get good, like they say, and try to work on your button skills and your gamepad skills, just because, oh man, they got me that time. Just because you guys can't do it right away when you first pick up the game, especially if you put it on hard, you're probably going to feel like, oh man, this is just too much. So, oh man, that was a good pass, but I didn't throw it well. So now it's third down, 3rd and 16. So I need to figure out what I want to do here. Let's flip these around. Maybe we can get a play here. This is a pretty nice play. We can only see so much down the field, but I think we'll be okay. I'm probably going to try to go to, maybe Y or RB. Let's see how it goes. That was bad. I didn't mean to throw to him. I thought he would be higher up. I wanted to throw to the guy deep, but as you can see, I couldn't see him. So when your player, I say we just go for this. Actually, no. It's 4th and 14. Let's just punt it. There we go. Oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he's taking it out. That wasn't smart. Thank you. So I mean, this game, it's going to take time for you to practice and get better. And the more you practice, the better you're going to get, and then you can change the difficulty levels to match. But the people that just play this game one time and they complain about the difficulty, that's not going to do it. You're going to have to put time in. This is not a game for people who just want to just click buttons and get through it. It's a game for people to really try to, who really want to play a game that takes time to learn it, and there's a learning curve. But I think once you get better at it, oh man, I was sitting there. I really want to get better at, I got to fix this. I really want to get better at the coverage defense. I want to try to get better at that because I like to try to intercept the ball. I enjoy doing that. I'm going to charge up here, see what happens. Oh, I did it too early. And you're good. One thing that you can do is if you charge up your ball carrier, you can, let's do a screen pass. You get better success. So when you charge up like that by holding down the A button, and you can loft the pass like I showed you guys earlier. Oh man, I wanted to go around. So if you want to throw a little loft pass, you can do that without penalty. The best thing to do is to stand still and not move when you're throwing the ball. Let's try this one. And then, and that's going to give you better accuracy typically. Look at those blockers. Why did I dive? Look at those blockers. That was good. That's -1 yards. Okay, that's a problem. Let me take a screenshot of that. I'm going to want to fix that. -1 yards. I think it's doing that because it's a negative number. But not to worry. Good pass. Let's go out of bounds. Ooh. You got to be careful because you can fumble in this game. So you want to be mindful of taking tackles, just like in real life. I mean, you can also get injured, which I haven't seen an injury yet in my first couple of games. So hopefully we get, not for me, but hopefully we see some as the season progresses. I'm not sure why I haven't seen many yet, but I kind of like seeing injuries. I think it's good. But I know people were complaining about them being too frequent. Oh man, that was user right there. You can control your receiver, so when you pass the ball, if you push the button, I think it's B or whatever on the Xbox, you can pick up the receiver if you want to try to take it, and then it'll keep moving until you take control of them. And that time I did. And I might go to LB or Y. Oh my God, you're wide open, man. Come on, you got to catch that. You got to catch that. Who is number 47? See, and you got to learn your team too. So I thought it was 47. 87 maybe? I think it's 87. It just looks like a 4. Man, I'm kicking the ball too far. Yeah, those the font on the numbers is so small that an 8 looks like a 4 sometimes. So it is what it is. Can't really do much about that. All right, that's the first quarter. It's a wrap. Nobody's scoring yet, which I feel like I'm winning the game, but I'm not. This guy's a 99. Can you tell he's a 99? Oh, I almost caught that. It's hard to see sometimes, like when the pop-up comes up. I felt like I could have caught that. And I turned replays off, but like even 99 looks like a 4-4. So a 9 and an 8 look like a 4 for some reason. That was a missed throw. Good. Let me see how good this quarterback is. No, he's not good at all. So this might be a defensive battle again. Let me take a look at their defense. 1 second. Just want to see how good they are on D. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not bad. Their safeties aren't that good, but they're an average team. But I feel like their defense is actually better than. God, man, I can't make a move. I'm gonna fumble that ball taking hits like that. Try to do a screen pass. Let's flip the play though. Man, charging up is supposed to increase your chance of pulling off a move. So don't give up on it. And you got to make your choices. You got to be smart with your choices to your receivers. You can't just get greedy every time or you'll get penalized. I wish you could slide, but I don't have an animation for that. So I don't want to take a hit. And this is a game of inches, guys. So, I mean, if you're going to try to run the ball, get what you can get, whether you're running it or throwing it. Right now I'm doing a lot of coach plays here, but good stiff arm, but I got hit out of bounds. And running is possible in this game, especially when you got a team that has decent running backs, which we do. So don't give up on the run. And if you got to go outside, go outside. Oh, come on, man. I'm going for this. I don't care. We need to get a score in. And I'm not going to ask the coach. So let's do a decent formation. Try a shotgun pro. Maybe we can get a screen pass in, and if we can't get to the screen pass, we'll throw to X. All right. Good catch. Those throws are scary because if I would have held on for just a little bit longer and pressed that button, I would have gone into the recoil, and it would have been a red throw, and I would have thrown a bad pass there. So. Oh, man. My guy was wide open. RB. But I didn't throw a good pass when I was on the move. The pressure feels pretty good right now, though. I haven't touched it. So I'm liking the way that I'm going to try to loft this over his head. Oh, the wind. That was a good throw, but the wind kind of took it a little bit. I'm throwing a lot now, which I'm getting away from the run. I'm going to try to throw to RB. I'm going to try to time this perfect to RB. Let's see. Oh. See, that's what you can do. If you want to time a play like that, like a cutback play, you can do it. You just have to throw it right before he turns back. You got to start powering up the bar. This is super hard. See if I get this. Might be a little left. Oh, man, that was not easy. When you have a guy, see, my guy is not skilled very well. He's a 67 skill. So he's going to have problems. That's why it's going so fast. I have it on hard because you can change the kicking difficulty. You know, it's different than the regular difficulty. So you can adjust which one you want for kicking. Let's go. Ball carrier was brought down. You can adjust the kicking difficulty and the regular CPU difficulty separately. I tried to get in there. So I have it on hard. I have both on hard right now, both difficulties. So but because my kicker's so bad, you know, it makes it worse. Oh, somebody get him. Maybe because the screen's not shaking, I don't feel like I'm getting hits. Let me put the screen shake on. See if that makes me feel better. Because I feel like the vibration needs to go up on the controller, the rumble, but maybe it's just because the screen isn't shaking anymore. Yeah, I really want to look at the numbers because those fours, I know that that's been reported, but I don't know what I can do about it, to be honest. And it feels good. And that's the thing. It feels good when you I also want to turn off the rumble as soon as your guy lands on the floor. Like, I don't know why it takes so long. Sometimes the rumble's just a little bit too much. I might need to pulse it down the length of time that it rumbles. But it feels good to play it because, oh man. See, I'm not good at doing moves. I'm just not. So I'm trying to do the old school left stick juke, like a manual juke. Come on, man. You got to run faster than that. Clemens. Clock's running out too, so I don't want to call timeout. I want to save them. I don't like any of those passes. This one's pretty cool. I would love to throw to the primary here. RB. Might be able to just run it. Yeah. Running's pretty much OP right now with this running back. Or this QB. I'm getting a lot of success with him. So I don't know if you guys are seeing that when you play, but it seems like I'm able to run it as much as I want. Now he'll get gassed out. See, his stamina's already low. Oh. And when you run with the QB, you need to be careful because QBs fumble at a higher rate than other players. So be mindful of that for sure. Try to throw a little loft. Oh. Man, those are scary, those bobbles. I don't see a lot of bobble catches anymore or interceptions, which is good. That was happening way too often in earlier builds. So I kind of like that. There we go. I keep going to the stiff arm because I feel like it works, and I've toned that down, so it's not going to work as often, but the timing of it is easier to pull off, I think. Okay, that didn't work. We got time. I'm not going to call a timeout. I want to try this screenplay. Let's see if this happens to work somehow. Oh, there we go. Got around him. Let's go. Finally, we get score. We get a score. Nice. That's a horrible kick. And oh man, that was close. That was close. I got to get better at kicking with this guy. If I had a better kicker, it would be a lot easier for me. This is the worst kicker I've ever played with. So take that with a grain of salt. Deep zone. Maybe the key. They might just run the clock out here. There's a negative 2 yards in that stat, so I don't see that issue where it said yards. That might just be a that might just be the text being wrong. That's a quick update to the game. I can do that very quickly. Hopefully that's what it is, because that's not the code. That's just the text file that we use. All right, let's go deep zone again. I'm going to see if I can try to sack him. Oh, man, I just got plastered. Should be halftime, so not bad. Another low-scoring game, but I got the first downs. My defense is really solid, so this team has a good defense. And we're basically beating them on all fronts. So let's take a look at our player stats. Throwing the ball really well. Running it well, with these guys. This is my fullback. So they auto sort by attempts, by rushing attempts here. So, but you might have less yards, but something to keep in mind. I missed a field goal. I missed an extra point. So this guy is not doing well at all. And you wonder sometimes too, like if like morale could be something that we make based on how the guys play during the game. Like me missing those 2 kicks, I should get like penalized for that, But at the same time, you can easily get yourself in a... Oh, God. So I think when you charge, your chances of fumbling go up because you're trying to make a big play. So I don't want to use that often. I'm trying to use it too often, and I just got hit for it. And that's not good. That's going to change the game. But when I play this game, I play it differently than a YouTuber will. They might just play it to just enjoy it. I'm playing it to enjoy it, but I'm also playing it to see how we can make it better and how we can improve it, and also to kind of see what flaws are in the game. And to be honest, like my overall grade of the game is really high right now. Like I'm really impressed with the way the game's playing. And I feel confident going into the consoles that it can do pretty well. I'm excited for that. That's going to be the make or break for me for this game. So anybody who bought the game on PC, if you have a console and you want to pick it up again, that would be awesome to support us. We're just a one-man studio here trying to make it happen. Jameson Wu has a monster leg. That's interesting. Okay, so 6-3. It's hard to run the ball back, especially when they gas. Oh my God, you're wide open, man. Come on, Skinner. He should have had that. All All right, third down. Let's see if we can get something. We got a 90.3 rating. We're throwing it pretty well. I'm excited about the throwing today. I might want to go to RB or LB. Let's see. Or I might just run it because they're letting me run. And I don't know whether to dive or what to do. But I don't want to fumble. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And I'm not seeing a lot of interceptions, so maybe it was just... Oh, come on. Oh, man. See, he threw it too far out of bounds, but I tried to jump and grab it. I couldn't pick it up, though. Could not pick it up. I do not like this play at all. All right, good run. Thank you, Zavala. Good job. Let's see if we can get to LB. Oh. The line's feeling pretty good now. I don't see as many tips happening. I'm not throwing it across the line. Let's try to get a run in. Let's do an inside run just to see if we can get one of these. High form's usually pretty good. That's too much. Let's try to do a 54 blast. There's a lot of good blocking going on here. I like this play the way it looks anyways. All right, this guy just went a little bit too crazy for me. Oh no, I almost missed the first down. I probably did. Look at me. I was trying to do an old L stick juke. These guys should be on the field. They run faster than the actual players. I think we got it. Thank you. And we got the milestone too on top of it, which is nice. Nice and handy. Let's go with that deep bootleg. Okay, we got the spin. It's hard to get yards in this game. Hard. The game should be called Legend Bowl. Hard to get yard. That should be a first down. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy with that. I hear the blimp coming through. I can hear it buzzing. There it is, in the bottom left. So we have sounds in the game like that, which is cool. There are a lot of little things in the game, which is my plan. I mean, I've been working on this game for almost 5 years, right? Like 4.5 years on and off. You know, mostly 4.5 years, but I did work on other things in between, as I've mentioned. I might try to run it with my quarterback here, because I'm getting some decent yards, but I do not want to get a fumble, and I don't want to get him hurt. So I think the running with the quarterback like that, going back to that conversation about their speed and OP, I think it's not bad because that's a good throw. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, thank you. Good job. Ron Moose Tractors. Nothing trots like a moose. Fantasies loving Rufus Moon and Dylan Maxwell after that 23-yard TD pass. You know what? Let's go for 2. Let's go for a 2-point conversion because that's a thing in here. And it's a good opportunity to get one. I'm going to try to do another pass. I'm going to do a shotgun pass and see if I can run it in with my quarterback. It should be easy to do because he's fast. The only thing, though, I don't know is how gassed he is. He's at an 81 right now. Oh, no. No, his stamina's high because I hit timeout, so he should be good. I should be able to run this right in. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You see? I'm getting too cocky. God, I thought he was going to go after the receiver, but that's smart AI. Oh, well. I thought I could easily do it, and I like to see that I can't. That actually makes me feel good. As a developer, it makes me feel good. As a player, not so much. Because I wanted to get the 2-point conversion, obviously. I don't want it to be closer score than it needs to be. They're going to run it here, guys. I know it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. It'd be cool one day if we can have celebrations. TD celebrations, sack celebrations. You know, even when you win, if they all jump in the air, things like that would be nice. Maybe in the Legend Bowl too. Okay, somebody's got to get this guy. What are you doing? I didn't jump or try to like hit L trigger to tackle him till the end, and he wasn't going down. So that was my bad. I don't think that was a bug. That was just I didn't get to him in time. But the good thing about it is they are running the ball, which I like. And I mean, are they a running team? Yeah, they got a pretty decent running back. So I like to see that. I like it. I'm just running past him. I'm not even like trying, because I don't want to dive anymore. I want to like hold the L trigger, but I keep forgetting to hold the L trigger. So I got to be careful here, because if they score, we're going to have some problems. Oh, that was me. Ooh. It'd be cool if, like, when you do that, it says something like user, like, just so you know it was you. Because the plays happen so fast. And I don't have replay on. I guess I could, if I had replay, it would be better. This is going to be a problem right here. Good stop. I'm telling you guys, like, when I play this game, I swear, like, I love pixel art, by the way. So the art isn't a problem for me, but some people, the art's a problem for them. And, like, oh no. Ooh, good. Good play. So, like, I don't have a problem with the art. But if you have a problem with the art and you're the kind of person that's, oh, this game, you know, the art style, blah, blah, blah. I swear to you, it feels like you're playing a next-gen football game. It does not feel like you're playing, like, even Tecmo Bowl. Not even close. Like, it's not even close. People compare the game to Tecmo Bowl, and the game is not even the same type of game. They only do that because it's called Legend Bowl on purpose. The music has a little bit of inspiration from Tecmo Bowl, and it's pixel art. But that's about it. There's nothing else about this game that is similar to Tecmo Bowl. And when you play it, you can feel it. I'm going to try to go to... I like Skinner, man. I'm going to try to go to Skinner. If I can get him deep, I'm going to go to him. No, I can't. But I can get this guy. Short. Clemens. Yeah, I definitely want to look at the vibration. It happens a little bit too long. Even though this next update, or at least maybe the last one, I did like make it to where it's not as bad. Oh, I could not get out of there. That's going to hurt. I thought that guy's name was Shaquille O'Neal for a second. Our only real move here is to go to LB. Oh. Man, it's hard to catch. And I know I've seen people complain about the catching, but you're just going to have to throw better passes. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, that time was we needed 100%, so we got it. That was a great kick. Great kick. But I'm authentically, like, enjoying the game. Like, I've been playing this game since its inception, right? And to see how far it's come, see, that's a risk that you take doing that. I just dove through people, which I'm thinking about changing, although I can't find the code that actually does that. I don't know how that's happening. But it's probably somewhere. I know I did that somewhere. But the thing about it is you kind of take a risk, because if you miss that long tackle, then you're going to miss the tackle, right? You're going to be on the floor way early. One thing I want to change real quick just to see, I want to see the stamina bars. because I know they kind of get all over the screen, but I'd like to see um my player stamina bars. They should show up. Maybe the next round they will. There they go. I just want to see real quick what it looks like on offense, because when I like pull the camera up, sometimes I want to see like right here. It's not this where we're on punt return, so you can't see it. It's good to show that because you kind of see like how gassed up you guys are too. I mean, you can see it with the, with the meter underneath them, so you don't really need that. But, and I think we have options. Like we can do, oh, either on or off. I thought I had it to where, I don't like it on all players. I like it on active player. But I thought I had it where you could change. I guess you can't. I thought you could do more than just on or off. But like if I do this here, yeah, see, it doesn't show everybody. I mean, this was going to show regardless, is what I'm saying. So it only really helps when you're. So let's take that off. I just wanted to see real quick because there's times when I'm on a play pre-snap and I want to see like everybody. When I say everybody, I want to see like every running back, because sometimes you might audible out too, you know? So I think it only shows like on the left there. I don't know if that's a tight end or not, but this guy here. No, he's not. I swear I've seen it to where you only. Oh, come on. Good catch. See, this game's all about timing. I had to throw a bullet pass, be far enough away from the line of scrimmage so I don't have to worry about any kind of knockdowns. And I have a window of time where I just like fit it in, you know? Oh, I almost got out of there. And I feel like, what's awesome about this game is I feel like when I run it, I have a chance. I feel like I have control. When I play Madden, I'll push the button. I don't play Madden, by the way, but when I've played it in the past, just to test it out, I feel like everything is just scripted. Like you just push the button to hike and then everything just happens and you don't have any control. In this game, you feel like you're trying to navigate your way. Oh, that's a new sack sound. That sounded pretty good. I like that. But that was a bad play. I was trying to free up the guy to get open, but the play just took way too long to develop. But what I was saying about the running game and even the passing game, I mean, everything about the game, it's like you feel like you're in control. I'm going to try to run back. I'm going to throw it to Y. Oh, man, the guy on the left was wide open. I just couldn't see him. Where are we? On the 41? Well, we're up. But we're only up by 6 points, so that should be a good kick. That's a great kick right there. I'll take that all day long. Let's go. Come on. Let's see if we can hold them. Anyways, just going back to the part about the running. You feel like you have control. You feel like you have to work for it. At least on hard, you do. But it just feels nice, That's all me right there. See, that's a perfect example. I have control. I'm covering a guy. I'm just telling you, like, if you like football and you like simulation and you want a game that feels really good, like I'm telling you, this game was built from that standpoint. Is it perfect? No, but no game is perfect. And for one person to do this, I know I always hear people say that. It's true. Like I'm really, really proud of the way the game looks, the way the game plays. And I had a lot of help. I had help from the community. I had my artist help us. His name's Shroom Arts, like mushroom. And he did a great job. I wonder if they're going to go for this or not. They are, okay. I like seeing that. I'm going to try to get a sack. Try to move off the line, see if that helps me. Oh no, I switched too early. Thank you. That might wrap it up right there, guys. They have 2 timeouts. But the point is, it's been a long, long journey to get the game to this point. And, I mean, even getting 3 yards like that, I like it. I'm happy with it. And, yeah, I might not be the best total yards stat, but, you know, it works. Works for me. Make them call timeout. Oh, they're not calling timeout. Guess they want to save it. I'll run the clock. It'd be kind of cool, like, if you did hut. Like, you got some offsides sometimes with the AI. These are all things that would be great for Legend Bowl 2. Like, I've put so much work into Legend Bowl 1. And there are a lot of things I want to do if we can continue making this game. One of those being, you know, more penalties. Let's go. We got in. We made it. I love how the net comes out of the ground. That's funny. All right. We're making a point, an extra point, guys. I don't care. Yes, we are. We got that one. Thank you. And when you make it, you feel good. Now, this guy's trash. He's horrible. So I really have to try hard. I mean, people complain when it's not even anywhere near this crazy. But yeah, it's wild right now. But you know what? I have a horrible kicker. And that's what I wanted in the game. I want the game to, like, have differentiation in it. I want you to feel like you're rewarded or you're penalized. If you have a bad team, if you have a bad player, I want you to feel that. I don't just want it to be based on AI or... Ooh, and there have been no turnovers this game. There's one fumble, right? I think there was just one fumble. But I wanted the game to penalize you when you have a bad team. See, if you pressure the quarterback, they'll throw it sometimes because they feel pressure and they throw it early, and that's what happens. He threw a bad throw. I mean, that play right there is a perfect example of what's inside of this game. You know? And look at that. We're pressuring them, and you just feel it. I'm really, really impressed with the game, guys, and I can't say it enough. I'm super, super happy with where it's at. I think it's at a great point for consoles. The franchise edition was a huge bump up in terms of playability and adding more hours and more life to the game, which this is why I'm playing it. Like, you feel like you're playing it now because you're going to build a dynasty, you know? And now if I go to ask coach, they have 1 timeout, so it's not suggesting clock, but I should do the clock. Just getting greedy here. See if I can get some more yards with my quarterback without fumbling. Thank you. That's what would be cool also. It'd be cool if we had a way to... I don't know if we have any buttons left. I don't think we have any buttons left. There's actually... I think there's a... in controls, if you go to layout... I don't think we have any buttons left. Yeah, they're all being used. Unless we click the left one. But it would be nice to have a way to, like, hold on to the ball. You know, like the hold ball. Now if we ask coach, he'll tell us to kneel. So we're going to be 2-0, guys. I mean, that's pretty impressive on hard. This game is really hard. And to be undefeated after 2 games, that's great. I actually won the first game I played in the first series, the video of this series with Buffalo. So they were pretty stacked, though. So that felt, even though the game was tight, I'm definitely enjoying the competition. I'm blowing this team out, but I haven't played a great team yet. So we're probably going to have to wait to celebrate how good we are until we get there. But I've got all the stats highlighted. I'm beating him up. I missed a lot of field goals. Player of the game's got to be my quarterback again because he just does so well. He does well with passing. This time he had a much better rating, 92.4, 19 for 32. That could be a little higher. We had a lot of drops, 2 TDs, no interceptions. Plus he rushed for 49 yards. I mean, this guy's a beast. When you have a quarterback that can do that and you're good at handling his bad passing skill, you can do well. This quarterback was very terrible, but he's not good. I mean, he's a very bad quarterback. Rushing, they didn't do too bad. They did better than us with their running back anyways. Zavala's our running back, and he's got a lot of the catches because I do a lot of screen passes and short passes, but Skinner did not do well. I like Skinner. I definitely want to see him improve. And that's the thing, like I do kind of wish the morale and the skill kind of went up and down, like progression happened, but people wanted to wait for the end of the year for that to kind of take place. But it'd be cool if it happened more often, depending on how they play. Something to think about, that's for sure. They had a fumble. I mean, I had a fumble, and they recovered it. Let's see just tackles real quick. I want to see who got the most. So Tanner got the most tackles. He's a 77. Neil. If we go to their side. Okay. Kicking, I was 0 for 1. Field goal. And then 1 for 2 extra point. They were 2 for 2. Returns, 4 for 57. So not really too much going on there. So that's it. That's the game. So I'm going to just get out of here real quick. I'm going to take a look at I'm going to finish the week off. Let's finish the rest of the week. One thing I want to see if this bottom thing updates. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. That took a while because I needed to load the ticker, I think. Okay, so we're 2-0, so it's showing on the bottom left correctly. That's working now because there was an issue where if you didn't finish the week, if you didn't simulate the entire week, you wouldn't see that. So that's fixed. Looking good. Now if we go, we get the notification. Our hot dog stand is ready. So now we're going to make a little bit more money. It's not a lot. I think I'm going to save my money up though because I'm only at 100 and I want to save it for the no player wires. These don't really start coming in until the 4th week. So we got 1 more week before we got to worry about it, or 2 more weeks really. Other than that, let's take a look at our stats. We're not anywhere near this list when it comes to, but let's look at yards because yards we're probably not doing too bad. Man, they got a lot of yards now. 11 minutes might be too much, but we're in there. We're in there on the yards. Zavala's right there with attempts, but he's not doing well with the total yards. Long, Landry. This game has a lot of stats. That's why I say it's a lot deeper than people give it credit for. Receiving, I mean, Zavala's got, now that we got the running backs in here, he's looking like he's getting the most receptions. So we have some work to do with my receiving crew, though. Do we have anybody in here? Okay, Maxwell. So tackles. All right. This guy's pretty strong. He's like a 90 something. Yeah, 93. So he's solid. Take a look at his player card. I love the stats on the yearly stats in the bottom. That's kind of cool. That's where you got to look for them, by the way. Kicking, I don't even want to see kicking. That's going to annoy me. I do want to see the kick returns. I want to see how well. Is that under special teams? I think it's under special teams. Let's see. Because the guy we played last week, where is he? Damn, that guy had a 100-yard long return. Knox. Knox is good, man. That's the guy we played last week. He's only got 179 yards, but he's averaging 36 per return. And Does he have any punt returns? Anybody get a punt return yet? No. So the stats are deep. There's plenty of stats to look at in here. Um, if we look at team stats, you can order them, by team. We're getting the most yards right now on offense. And I think it's our rushing yards that are doing well. But I think we're pretty balanced because, we're number 2 with rushing and we are like number 10 or whatever this is. So the top, by the way, um the top is like your overall based on your players, like the top rankings there. And then if you go to, I think it's your power rankings, this is where you can kind of see where you stand. So although it matches, so I thought I changed this though. I'm trying to remember now how this works. But we're number 1 with power rankings, which is nice. But I know that we were changing these around where they were based on your current stats. Now I can't remember where we left off, but if we look at the team stats again, passing yards, we're number like 10, let's say. Well, let's just say total offense, we're number 1. Defense, we are number 1. And then special teams. So that might be right. It's probably based on our stats. That's where I think we left it, which is nice because you're getting an accurate description of how good your team is, right? So like the second best team is Philadelphia, and we beat them. We beat them last week. So that's a good win for us. All right, so we're going to end the video here. I'm going to save it before I forget, and then we'll keep going. I want to see how this progresses. I want to see if my team can get happier. If we look through here, we can see what the team chemistries are doing overall. It takes a lot to move the needle on these because they're not going to change too often per week, but they are changing and there's a lot going on in here. So hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you do, leave a like, and it helps us, and also support the game somehow. You can wish list it, tell your friends, buy it, of course. Anything you can do to help us is great. The game is definitely worth your time if you're a football fan. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Later.